welcome to BanjoBenClark.com. I am Banjo Ben, your friendly host here on the website to teach you how to play banjo, guitar, and mandolin. This week we're continuing our Build a Break series for Amazing Grace. We've already done it on mandolin and guitar. Then on my Facebook page, y'all said, I want it on banjo as well. So we're going to do that. Build a Breaks are fun because we're going to start with this basic melody that anybody can play and then make it progressively a little more robust. And the big question that I'm going to answer in this lesson for you banjo players is, how do I know which roll to use? I get that question all the time. We're going to talk about it. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, here in a moment, I'll ask you to come over to the website, BanjoBenClark.com. Join as a Gold Pick member. You have access to this lesson, hundreds of others. This is a 30-minute lesson. I've got the tabs just like I played it, 3 different speeds of jam tracks that you can download and practice along with. And then we're going to spend quite a bit of time talking about how to play rolling and vamping backup for this particular chord progression. Let's jump right into this one. Let's do a banjo build-a-break lesson for Amazing Grace. This is one of the most famous melodies, if not the most famous of all time. And we're going to do it in the key of G, which makes it easy for banjo, but we're also doing it there because that's a great key to sing it in. You know, I've already taught this on guitar and mandolin, so you are fixed up. Let's go ahead and throw up the first line tab here. I just want to point out a few things. The build-a-break lessons start with a basic melody. That's what we're going to do here, and it's easy enough for anybody to learn. But then we're going to progressively add on to that. And one of the main questions that I want to answer in this lesson is one that I get a lot, and that's how do you know which rolls to play whenever you're filling in around a melody? We're going to talk about that quite a bit. Now, a few things about this specific tab. You'll notice beneath each one of the notes we have our words down there that lets us know where we are in the song. Then you also see those little marks in the circle. Those are our pick indications. So a T would be thumb, 1 would be index, 2 would be middle. And that's very straight ahead in this lesson. And then also, you know, Amazing Grace, this is very important. It's a waltz. That means it has 3 beats in each measure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And what's very interesting about the melody of Amazing Grace here at the start is that nothing ever happens on the second beat of the measure. Everything always happens on the first beat, carries through the second beat, and then we play another note most of the time on the third beat. So it's always got this swing feel. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And so we'll pick that up and then run with it later on. Now this song is going to come in on a pickup beat on the third beat of that first measure that you see there, which is actually measured or labeled measure 2. But that syllable comes in on the third beat. So if we were going to start playing this song and count it in for our friends, we would do it like this. We're going to start there on the 4th string, open. 1, 2, amaze, 1, 2, amaze. So that's important to know to get the feel of it. 1, 2, amaze. And then whenever we land there on a maze, just like I mentioned, it's going to hold over through the second beat. It's a half note. So we count 2 beats for it. 1, 2. And then on the third beat of that measure, you get the zing. And those are a couple of 8th notes there. So if I were just playing the first 2 measures there, it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You get that feel? We're going to continue that feel on to measure 4 on Grace. We're going to hold that for 2 beats. 1, 2, how comes in on the third beat. And then for the last measure, sweet 2, 3. Okay, then we're going to come down, and we're only fretting 2 notes in this first line. And actually this basic melody only has a few frets in the whole thing. Most of it's open strings. Okay, and we're going to do all these second frets with our middle finger. Now, I want you to maybe try to play along with me here. I'm going to run through this line, but later on I'm going to do it much slower through the whole solo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So very simple. Like I said, we do it slower later on. When we get to the next line, we're going to continue that rhythm. 1, 2, 3. So we'll go down to sound for 2 beats. 1, 2, 3, 1. And whenever we get to measure 7, 7 and 8 are exactly like measures 3 and 4. So we've already seen it. The melody's the same. Says to a rush to like me. We get to measure 9. That's going to hold for a little while. So we have a dotted half there. That note for me, the open first string, is going to hold all 3 of these beats. 1, 2, 3, and on into the next measure actually. But let's play this line together. Ready, go. Sound 2, that says 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in the middle. measure 10, it keeps going for the first 2 beats of measure 10. But then on the third beat of measure 10, we're going to start with another little pickup note. I, right here on the second string, I once for 2 beats, then come down on the third beat, was lost, measure 12, lost, but 1, 2, 3, continuing on with that rhythm, right? Let's start at the end of measure 10 and play this line together. 1, 2, I once 2, was lost 2, but now 2, I'm, measure 14, found 2, 'twas blind 2. And then this melody in 15 and 16 we've already seen twice before. Blind 2, but now 2, I see. All right, so let's, if you're watching this on the website, what we're going to do next is play through this basic melody together very slowly. And then next we're going to look at the second solo where we're going to start filling in some of this space that mainly happens on the second beat of the measures, right? We're going to fill that in with some pinches, maybe with some eighth notes here or there. And then on the third break, on the third solo, we're going to add some rolls in. Fun stuff.